Yo, what's going on? It's Christian, aka Tito's in the Bay. We're gonna do a spark plug change on this 2020 Toyota Avalon TRD. So we're gonna get started. It's my first time doing it on this particular model, so we're gonna go ahead and struggle together. But as far as it goes, I mean, we're supposed to, the first three are right here, 1, 2, 3. These are the simple ones. The more difficult ones are behind the intake manifold. We're gonna have to go ahead and remove the intake manifold, and I'm gonna go ahead and remove this intake, just to get more space and get in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started and see how it goes. Hopefully the audio sounds good. I'm mic'd up right now, so that way, you guys can hear me loud and clear. But we're gonna go ahead and start from removing this piece right here. And then I'm gonna tackle the last three first, because I mean, these are, pretty straightforward. These are just 10 mil, pull out the ignition coils visible. So I'm gonna go ahead and tackle the rear first, and then we'll move up from the front. So let me get this going right here. So these are just Phillips screws. Go ahead and remove the intake, and then you can just pull this part out. Just kind of finesse them out. There you go. There's another small little vacuum line right here. So that's out the way. So go ahead and start. We're gonna go ahead and remove the throttle body. I think it's a 10 mil. These are there's 4 of them, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. So we're gonna go ahead and remove them. You don't gotta completely remove all the hoses. Kind of remove the screws and then set it to the side. So I mean, this Avalon is lowered on some coils. We in the future add an intake on this. It's a TRD Avalon. It has a pretty good setup on it, good stance on it. So and if you guys have any questions with things or anything like that, you can always go ahead and reach out. All right, that's number 3. All right, cool. So we got that out the way.
20 years later.
Just set that aside for now. We're gonna go ahead and remove all the other hoses. So we got this hose right here. It's just a simple little tab here. Not a tab, but it's like a hose clamp. And then we have other lines here and there, but we're gonna go ahead and start unplugging all the sensors. That one's unplugged here and there. All right, cool. And then we have a few screws right here. We have one that's gonna be like let me grab like a 12. Yeah, these are 12 mils right here on the intake manifold. So I'm gonna start by removing those. There's one hiding all the way in the back right here. We might need an extension to get back there. Yeah, we need an extension. That bolt will fit, but the ratchet doesn't allow us to spin it. So far everything's going smoothly. So what I'm talking about right here is we got these bolts right here. So these are 12 mils. So there's 1, 2. There's one hiding back here. There's another one here on this side that I can see right now. Those are the only ones. And then we're gonna go ahead and remove this nut as well right here. That's gonna allow us for us to, once we pop up the intake manifold, it's gonna allow us to kind of move it forward. That way, we don't get impeded by this. Let's go ahead and remove these guys. So this is the first spark plug changes on this model. I think it's like 40,000 miles on it. So we're gonna go ahead and replace those. You know, 40,000 plus miles already. So it's a good idea to replace those. So you can go ahead and kind of see right here with, you know, we have the springs, the coilovers right there. So you can kind of see the 2020 TRD Avalon. Pretty nice setup. Looks pretty mean on the street. So how this works is we're removing this. This is a 12 mil. That's a stud. So we're gonna leave this stud on there. We're gonna remove the nut on this one, and we're gonna remove this stud right here. So just this one on the far right side. That way it could allow us to remove the intake manifold without any issues. That stud size is a 6. I believe it's a 6. Yep, it's a 6 mil. And go ahead and remove the nut first. Removing the nut, and after that we can go ahead and put our 6 mil on there and go on top. So that's on there, and then we just go and remove this stud. So we'll go ahead and remove this stud right here. So we're gonna go ahead and undo that. We're gonna set this one aside to where you know it's at. Then I have one more 12 mil on this side, right about here. Gonna finish driving that one out. There we go. Cool. And then, as far as I know, that's all of them. See, we're pretty loose right there on the intake manifold, right here. So we're gonna go ahead and try to lift that up and then get it out the way, and then see if we run into any wires or any plugs that we need to undo. So for the most part, I'm already seeing a little bit tension right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this bracket right here. It's a little bit of tension right there. Don't go crazy and bolt it and then try to you know just rip it out. So try to see what has tension and whatnot. That way nothing breaks. I don't want to hear crybabies. Anywho, so there you go. Just a little bit of more tension somewhere around this area. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look back there and see what's going on. So there's a lot of hoses, lines that we're gonna have to finesse. All right, so I cut the video a little bit. I was running into some issue, but there's a hidden bracket right here. It's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can go ahead and show you guys that there's a bracket right in here. I'm not sure if you guys could see that or not, but there's a bracket right here. You'll be able to see it if you guys are doing this on a Camry or an Avalon. There's a bracket with a bolt holding the intake manifold. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that, and I'll resume the video as soon as I get the intake manifold removed. All right, guys, so I went ahead and removed this bolt right here. It was a bracket right here in the back. It was a 12 mil as well. So that was keeping it from removing. So as soon as I removed that, I was able to prop the intake manifold forward a little bit. So then that would expose our ignition coils back there. There should be 3, and there's 3 here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those removed and then replace them. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a 10 mil, get around. So they should be, grab this light so you guys can see a little bit better. So there's one right here, 2, and then there should be another one off this side. Yeah, 3 right here. So it's a lot of wires and stuff like that. What is this one? Oh, this is a 12. I need my 10. Let me grab the 10. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove the first one. So you don't gotta undo all the vacuum lines and little lines here. So what you really want is you wanna kind of prop it out the way, right? You don't wanna completely remove it, you know? That way it's easier to put and assemble again. So here's the first bolt on that one. I'm gonna go ahead and maneuver the ignition coil out the way. It's the ignition coil right there. My glove ripped already, ha ha ha. So go ahead and grab that, and I'm gonna grab my spark plug socket. Where's my spark plug socket? If not, I'm gonna use a normal regular socket for the meanwhile. I don't know where that was at. Anywho, I'm gonna check out this. This is the new spark plug. Just gonna test it out right here. So we need this is a 15, so we're gonna need a 16. 15 fits like a glove. So this is the new spark plug. So 15 fits like a glove. Go ahead and put that on the. I recommend grabbing or having a magnet as well. Magnets always come in handy. I got this one from Harbor Freight. Always need one of those, you know. Let me grab my extension. It's all the way on the other side. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove those spark plugs. They're you know, you could see them. It's pretty straightforward. There's 3 ignition coils back here. Remove those. Remove the spark plugs, and then move on to the front. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll be back. All right, so I went ahead and did the spark plugs from the back. These are the spark plugs right here. They're pretty, you know, they look a little toasted. Original Denso from Toyota. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys where they're located. So, you know, we have one ignition coil here. The spark plugs here. There's 1, 2, and 3. So we can just remove the 10 mil and then remove the spark plug with I believe it's a 16 socket. Yeah, a 16. And then, you know, just reverse order the intake manifold to go ahead and prop the intake manifold back to where it goes. And then this is the intake line I was talking about. You don't really need to remove it, you know, since you're just kind of getting it out the way. Everything kind of stays in place. But, you know, again, just make sure there's no tension on any like vacuum lines that you can break or rip, or any lines like that. So as far as that goes, I'm gonna go ahead and reverse that. It's a reverse order. Just put the intake manifold back on, put all the bolts and nuts down, and then, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the front 3. So it's actually, you know, it wasn't that hard. This job is like a 30-minute job if you know what you're doing. So as far as it goes, it's fairly easy. So if there's any questions, feel free to comment down below and ask any questions. But I'm gonna go ahead and reverse that, and then I'm gonna see you guys in a little bit. All right, so I souped up all the intake manifolds, all the bolts. It's, you know, reverse order, put everything back on. Just double check, make sure everything's connected and stuff. Make sure nothing's loose or anything like that. Make sure everything's clipped on. So next, this is the front 3. I'm just gonna go over it really fast. Just unplug the ignition coils for those that has never done spark plugs before. But I mean, for the most part, you know, the hardest part is back there. If you have trouble, just I'm gonna grab a flathead screwdriver and then just pry this. All right, and then the ignition coil should just plop out. There you go. So I like to keep the ignition coils all in order so you don't mix nothing up. So then just as simple as removing them, just undo them real quickly. So yeah, this is the easy side. So I mean, I didn't want to do this. I wanted to tackle the harder side. But as far as as far as it goes. You know, these are the last 3. Then suit it back up, and then we'll fire it up. Make sure everything's good and ready to go. This one still needs some. There we go. And just grab your magnet. 1, 2, and 3. That one doesn't want to come out quite yet. Nope. There we go. All right, that's the 3rd one right there. So same thing, reverse order, and then put everything back up, and then we're gonna go ahead and fire it up. So I'll be back as soon as I get that sorted out, and then we'll be back and show you guys the startup. All right, so I went ahead and wrapped up everything, put the cover back on there, make sure everything's nice and suited up. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the back. I'm gonna have someone start it so you guys could hear how it sounds.
Ready?
thank you guys for watching. I didn't have time to make an outro, but thank y'all for watching. There's a little video here and there. This is my first shot at this, so we're gonna see how it goes. I got more content in the upcoming days. I got a few more cool videos that I'm gonna film and stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video and subscribe because I got a lot more content. So see you guys till next time. Peace.